Hello everybody and a very good evening. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. He's drops a lot the other side of the studio. He's dropping everything today. That's the third or fourth time he's thrown stuff across the studio. It's Craig, by the way. I'll introduce you to him properly in just a few moments' time. But welcome to Monday Makers. What a day it's been, by the way. It's been so busy today. We've sold out, of course, of our brand new Academy of Colour. Well done if you got your hands on that earlier on. You can go back, watch all the shows that we've done. We had a lovely couple of hours earlier on during what was launch day, where we kind of concentrated on all things Academy of Colour. So if you've bought anything recently and you want some more inspiration and information, do go back and watch that show. During this show, loads of great deals coming up on things like your floral frame cut and emboss folders. We've got those fancy frames. They're back for you too, plus a lovely collection of decoupage stamp and dies, and a fantastic Monday mega deal, which we'll be bringing to you very, very shortly indeed. On top of all of that, don't forget, over on the website, it is the final week of our spring sale. That's been running for the last week or so. 70% off. However, if you do delve deeper, you will find selected lines of up to 80% off. And of course, that ends on Sunday, by the way, midnight Sunday, and then ending at the end of this week on Friday midnight is National Craft Month, which has been running right throughout the month of March. Last chance saloon to grab some deals there. 20% off Gemini accessories currently. That's the deal that we've added into that category on the website. So lots of reasons to be shopping and lots of reasons to be surfing the web. Listen to me. All right, Grandad. Surfing the web. Loads of deals right there for you right across the website. As always, we're live and interactive this evening. We'll say a few hellos in just a few moments' time as people begin to join us for this Monday Makers. But let's do the most important hello of them all, of the evening, to my crafty partner in crime. It's been one of those days today, hasn't it? Seriously.
What a day.
Neither of us have been able to get our words out. It is the one and only Craig Laird. You all right?
Me again.
You again.
Yes, I'm doing good, thank you very much. Yeah, so I had that kind of extra show in the middle of the day, which we weren't planning with, but
yeah.
of course, Ben saying it is the Academy of Colour selling out within Wake Up Call. Leanne was meant to be doing launch day, but as you can imagine, with the launch day having sold out, and she is just the busiest person in the company. She absolutely is head of product development. So I very kindly said, look, I'll do the launch day show that wasn't a launch day show, that was then kind of like a masterclass. But yeah, back for Monday Makers, I was originally here for. Lovely, lovely collections we've got on the show. These ones here are floral decoupage. I've not actually had to play with these for quite a wee while.
No, I haven't seen it for ages.
Yeah, so I remember when the first launched, I had a show. In actual fact, I think I may have even launched them on Hobby Maker in the UK. If I didn't launch them then, I had a show or two just after the launch. But you've got the ability to create some of the most incredible florals when it comes to your stamps and the dies, of course. Go in with your inks or go in with your tri-blends or your classiques. We'll do a little bit of colouring because we're going to focus on our decoupage florals to start with.
Aww.
But then what I know, and I do remember that I did launch with yourself, arm in arm, hand around each other, was our
and that was just us.
Frames, and that was just us, absolutely. That was just us. So we've got our floral frames. These were designed to fit 4x6 photograph, but of course you can then start to frame it whatever way you like. So maybe some sentiments, maybe a backdrop if you want to. You can pop it into a frame. Now you do get a few of them in the set that are Christmas. It's a little bunny rabbit.
Oh, is it a bunny? I couldn't work out what it was.
Yeah, at first, I think it's what they just call a stock photo in the industry. And at first I actually thought she was pregnant and they were just looking down at her belly. But then at closer glance,
it's a bunny.
No, it's a bunny rabbit.
Aww.
Obviously, please don't keep a real bunny rabbit in like a tub like that, like the start.
In a tub?
Well, he's got a lid. So the bunny rabbit's obviously been in. Don't.
What is he even thinking there, that bloke in the stock photo?
It's like the opening of Lady and the Tramp, you know, when she comes out the little box. So yeah, don't do that. We don't condone that. But yeah, that is a few Christmas ones that you've got within that one there. Christmas, be sooner than you think. So you've got these ones. And then we've got our floral cut and emboss folders that we can see here. So they do exactly that. They emboss and they cut at the exact same time. So maybe you're going to colour around the embossed areas, maybe you're going to do a letterpress technique, maybe you're going to keep it au naturel. It's entirely up to yourself, but all of these are fab collections, and in actual fact many of them will start to work well together. Maybe for instance this one here, yes, you've got the embossed floral, but why not come along and create your own decoupage floral to add extra depth to your cards and your project. So these are kind of like the three main ones we having a look at and focusing on, but we will start off when we come back with the floral decoupage.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun old show. As always, we are live and interactive, so do feel free to say hello. Let us know what you're up to. How's your Monday gone so far? We've got Superstar Susie on the socials. Whoop. Susie. Georgianne Curley's in from Clearwater, Florida. Hi to Diane Cadman, who says, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Carol Black says, hello, everyone, from Cleveland, Ohio.
Hello.
And Fleming Meyer says, good afternoon from Texas.
Good day. That was Australian, wasn't it?
Carletta Morris says, hello from Arkansas.
Hello.
Lisa Keller Sorensen says, good morning, all from Minnesota.
Minnesota, is that where it's got the bad hurricanes and that just now? Minnesota. Or is it Mississippi, am I thinking?
I think you're thinking of Mississippi, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
I was just trying to think on when I was watching Good Morning Britain
a couple
this
of
morning.
days ago.
I know there's some areas that have been hit really, really hard.
Hope you're well, everybody. Stay safe. Laurie's in from Gilbert, Arizona. Fran Staton is in from Florida. Hi to Jessica Stricker from a sunny southern Illinois. And Gilmore says, hello, Ben, Craig, Susie, team, and Crafty Peeps. I'm here but not here.
Hello, dear.
What does that mean, here but not here?
Here but not here.
I'm here but not here.
Is it that
Gilmore.
she's here in comments but not here in person?
Oh, no, she's not here in person, but does that mean or is she here but she's not here because she shouldn't be here? Maybe that's what it is.
Yes, maybe she's meant to be working.
Or
something like that.
Lois is also in saying, good afternoon, everyone from Ohio. These decoupage flowers, though, let's have a look at these. Real steel today. You will get these in stamp form as well. Apologies, because some of the boards, the stamps seem to have fallen off. And I don't know where they've gone, but you're getting a lovely selection, 6 stamps, 26 dies in total. $54.94 is what you save. $61.70 if you're in the US. £28 or $32. This one is a fabulous fuchsia, and again you can see you've got all of the dies here to be able to create with your stamps the most beautiful flowers. And again, if you just want to use the stamps on their own, you can do. But it's a great way. You know, if you've used the decoupage pads before and you've enjoyed using those, I think this is almost like the next step where you can really have a lot of fun creating decoupage flowers for all occasions and all seasons, really. Big lily you've got in this as well. That is a big size stamp. You've got the stamens in there. You've got the foliage in there as well. Even the little calyx on there too. Again, build that up. And depending on whatever you use for these, whether you're using a bit of your chunky glue or you're using your foam pads. By the way, I think we've got a foam pad selection on the show for you as well if you need to add that into your basket today. Next up, from Big Lily to Radiant Rose. I think this is a funny one, this, because what colour do you think when someone says rose to you? I don't think yellow straight away, I've got to admit, but we've got a yellow one on the board here.
Maybe a yellow lily.
Yeah, yellow lily, yeah. Yellow roses mean though, at the back of the class, anyone?
Love.
Friendship, isn't it, yellow?
Is it?
Yeah, red roses are love, aren't they?
True.
I think yellow's love. Yellow is friendship, although you probably tell me that I've got it wrong. But anyway, 2 big dies, 2 big stamps, which you will get. Ours have disappeared. Next is that Timeless Carnation. Again, you choose the colours that you want to work with. You choose the medium that you're going to cut this out of too. But look at that, just multi-cut, just giving that a little bit of I was going to say a little bit of pruning, that's not the word at all, but do you know what I mean? We are really struggling for our words today. It's not just in this show. Go back and watch the shows today. Both Craig and I have left our teeth at home, I think, more than anything. You've then got the lovely lilac. And also, I think, whilst that obviously is that beautiful lilac, you could use this amongst your wisteria collection. Looking a little bit wisteria-y, isn't it?
Yeah,
hydrangea.
Hydrangea?
Yeah, side range you could as well. Yep. Sorry, I thought you said something else. And then you're also going to receive, I thought you said, hey, ginger. You're then also going to get your fragrant sweet pea in there as well. So lots of popular flowers from all year round for all sorts of different occasions. And yes, thank you, Susie. Yellow roses do mean friendship. I've got something right today. Few more hellos, we'll get going. You can pick up this collection, by the way, with a massive saving. Platinum price, £28, $32. Hey to Tammy from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania 65000. Do you remember that? Oh, isn't that the wrong one? Oh, is that in the mood? What's Pennsylvania 65000? Johnny, you should know because you played the trumpet. Pennsylvania 65000. I can't do it. Sorry.
I thought it was the bagpipes you were playing there.
Huh?
I thought it was the bagpipes you were
No,
playing there.
bagpipes. Oh, it's going to annoy me now. Pennsylvania 65000. I can't remember. Beth is in from upstate New York. Betty Weaver is in from Idaho. There's a song, isn't there? Pennsylvania 65000.
Ask Alexa or Siri on your phone.
Johnny. Oh, he's going to play it in my ear. Here it is. Oh. Hey to Barbara R from Indiana. Fred's in, saying greetings everyone in block capitals. Happy Monday from California. Yay. I wish they all could be California girls. Beach Boys. Brenda Black says hello from Saxelby, Lincolnshire. Hello. And hi also to Patty Lee Pym, who says hello from the small town of Hernando, Florida. Sorry, they're just playing Pennsylvania 65000 in my...
Sounds like walking
Oh, that's it.
I think I've heard that before.
Pennsylvania 65000. Thank you. Thank goodness for that. We're all good. For you. Shall we move on and stop mucking about? Come on, it's Monday Makers. It's Monday night. Let's do some crafting. Right. Let us get going with this set. Which of the flowers are you going to be crafting with, Mr. Laird?
Just going to have a wee play with the Radiant Rose within this one here.
Yeah.
And controversially, I'm going to use some printer paper, photocopier paper.
Why so?
Yeah, because usually we say that sort of paper, you know, it's inexpensive. It's there just to serve a purpose, you know, when it comes to your printer or that, just print out whatever you're needing. But it's because it's quite light. It's 80 GSM. That's what it tends to be anyway, certainly here in the UK. And it's a lot more flexible. Now, I'm going to go over with some of my tri-blends. Now, of course, it's printer paper. It's not the proper cardstock, so you're not going to get a lovely blend. But that sometimes works to your advantage when it comes to the way that you shape it. You can absolutely still do this within your multi-purpose card, your linen cardstock, your Nina cardstock, all of that. But just because it's a lot more lightweight, it is very, very flexible when you use your printer paper or photocopier paper. So going to go in with the dies that come within the Radiant Rose. I'm just running these ones through my MIDI, and I've already die cut out 4 of each, and I've just got 2 layers here, so I'm cutting through 2 layers of copier paper. So that means I'll now have 6 of these flower petal heads, and then we'll also have 6 of the actual foliage just in front of me. Now, I'm not necessarily going to need them all, just so you can see here. It's just while Ben was just chatting here a minute ago, what I thought I would just do is get a head start.
Oh, you have been busy.
I have been, yeah. Now, you've got a lot of embossed detail here. I'm not going in with the embossing mat with the junior or large Gemini, because I'm not really bothered about that. I was more just wanting to have them die cut. And then let's go in with the actual stamp. So you know by now, as I'll always say, you can stamp and die cut and stamp. It's entirely up to yourself. We also know by now that I do like to do the die cutting first, and then I'll go in with the actual stamping.
Personal preference, isn't it?
Personal preference, absolutely. But I like to do it with the stamping last, is because I can use the contrast of my purple stamping mat for me to get a visual guide onto the florals. So if I just put these there for now. So let's turn this one over. Again, it's floral, very forgiving. So it's not as if you have to be overly bang on when it comes to stamping out your impression.
Yep.
So although it's photocopier paper, And I am still going to be using my tri-blends. I'm still, of course, going to go in with my alcohol-proof ink pad. So let's go in here. And then all that I'm just doing is I'm having a look. So I can see within that petal there's quite a distinctive notch. So I'm just having a look. So I think that's the one that's there. And what you're also going to find is that the actual stamp is purposely bigger than your card or your paper.
Yeah.
And that's so that you're going to stamp right to the very edge. So you're stamping to the very edge and off the very edge. So you're not going to get an outline all the way round.
Yeah.
Because if I then lift that one off, see you've got that veinage all the way to the edge. If I then, let's just bring in, I'm just going to bring in a bit of scrap card from earlier, just to show you what I was meaning about, you know, most stamp have that outer edge. So let's just give that a really quick tap and then press. So you can see if you were to use that as it normally is, you've got your outer edge all the way around.
Yeah.
Whereas the purpose of it, the stamp being bigger than the actual die cut, you don't get that edge. The veins just flow right to the very end.
Those 4 and 6 inch stamping platforms are available on the Shop the Day page today, by the way, if you want to pick those ones up.
They are indeed.
Just as an FYI.
So once again, I'm just having a look, and I'm saying that I'm having a look where that notch is. Again, it's very forgiving, so you can pretty much just stamp in any way that you want to. It doesn't really matter, because you're going to stamp off your paper, and then you're going to be able to see that you can then, of course, go right over. So let's go in. So let's ink up. And what I was meaning by that, that's actually show you what I was meaning. So there's that petal that's got that little notch there. And there is the notch into here. So that one for that one, but just to say, let's twist it around so I'm not actually going right petal to right petal. Let's just stamp that, press that in. Now you would not know that I didn't use a corresponding petal stamp to the die cut. It's not really going to matter. So let's just do another one, and then I'll do a couple with the floral leaves, and then we can do a little bit of colouring.
Okay. We'll say hey to Sarah Ibbotson, who's joined us from Arkansas. Rita Jackson says, good afternoon, crafty peeps from Louisiana. I'm sneaking a peek whilst at work. Charlotte's in saying, good evening, all my crafting lovelies from here in Herne Bay. And also congratulations to Samantha Cheney, who says, well, everyone, the newest member of my family was born this morning at 8 o'clock. A boy weighing in at 6 pounds, my 25th great-grandchild. Wow. 25th great-grandchild.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. Probably sees you making a lot of cards at Christmas time, Samantha, doesn't it?
Yeah, and buying a lot of presents as well.
Yeah, a lot of presents. Hey also to Charlotte and Mary Pat in Montana. Lorraine's in from Oklahoma. Philip's joined us as well. And I didn't sing what?
Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping by the plains. Denise Starr says, happy Monday, Ben and Craig. Back for more dad jokes. Oh, Johnny told a good one the other day. Try and remember it. Went to an ABBA-themed pub the other day. Is that the one, Johnny? Went to ABBA-themed pub the other day. They had the best toilets I've ever seen. I haven't finished yet, that's why. Waterloo. Waterloo. It was really bad. It was very bad.
Waterloo.
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 Johnny was just saying, in that same pub, he tried a pelican burger the other day. It was all right, but the bill was massive. Hayter Gilmore says, I like that Mrs. Doubtfire popping in to say, hello, dear.
Hello. That was on another day.
Sneaking a peek from work.
Watching
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah. Yeah, it was on film 4, but they took out the naughty words because it was...
Oh, too early.
After, yeah. Yep.
Question for Craig, says Patty Lee Pym. What can you use to lighten alcohol inks?
So the lighter the colour, the more alcohol, so therefore it's going to lighten. So if you do go over your cardstock with a deep, for instance, this one here, I'm using the dull green blend. So say I went over with that darker shade and it was a little bit too dark, if you just go over it with your lighter tone, because the lighter tone, that's going to then bleach the colour, so it's going to make it that little bit lighter. Alternatively, if you do have a blending pen, then you can use one of the blending pens just to essentially bleach the colour out and make it that bit lighter. So hopefully that helps for you.
Nice one. Sorry.
No. All that I was just about to say there, Ben, is I'm not doing anything overly specific or different to what I would do with Nina cardstock or that. Keeping in mind, for this one, I am using inexpensive photocopier paper. So I'm not going to get I will get a blend, but I'm not going to get a beautiful blend like I would do when it comes to, of course, something like Nina. It's only 80 GSM, so it really will saturate the card a lot quicker than your Nina will.
Hi to Kim, who's joined us saying, I just bought a yellow rose the other day. Oh, today, in fact. Yeah, yellow roses for friendship, as we discussed. Love yellow roses, says Nee Connie. And she also says, those stamp impressions on the flowers are so fine, I'm amazed at how delicately, yet clearly they show up. Absolutely right.
Yeah, it's true, isn't
Super
it?
detailed stamps. Mary Beth Doyle joined us from Minnesota. Little late watching plumbers installing a new hot water heater. And Lisa says, Sorensen, my parents and aunt went to school with the Beach Boys. Then I went years later. My mum's friend dated one of them, and her dad made her break up with him, saying that he'd never amount to anything. Whatever did happen to those Beach Boys? Didn't do much, did they? I don't think. No.
I think all they did was go surfing.
Yeah. Charlotte, what songs did they do? They did California Girls, they did Surfing USA, they did Surfing Safari, they did Wouldn't It Be Nice, they did Good Vibrations. That's a good one.
Oh, Good Vibrations.
I'm picking up good vibrations.
Reminds me of National Lampoon.
Pet Sounds was the album, yeah. What was the one? Fun, wasn't it?
Fun,
till the daddy takes the T-bird away. That was a good one. And then later on they did, what's that one that goes? Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama, Helena, Kokomo. I don't think that's in Dirty Dancing. You're thinking of...
That's on something else.
What are you thinking of, Charlotte, in Dirty Dancing? The Helula? I've not really seen it now, so I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Have you not seen Dirty Dancing?
What's the song, Craig?
I've had...
No, I know that one,
right.
but what's the one that they're talking about in our ear?
I don't know.
Hula Hana? I don't know what that is. Anyway, it's not the Beach Boys.
We should do a TikTok, the Dirty Dancing.
Me and you?
Yeah.
What, me?
Who'll do the run and jump?
Well, you wouldn't lift me, would you? Can you imagine if I took a run and jump, I'd flatten you, wouldn't I? Can you imagine that?
Oh, I'm stronger than I look.
You'd need to be strong to lift me up. Liz McLean says, we woke up with snow this morning in Aberdeen, but thankfully it's all gone now and sun is out. Yeah, Aberdeen.
Aberdeen?
Aberdeen. It's cold up there.
Yeah, very cold.
Snowing in Morpeth yesterday, Charlotte says. Christina Clark joins us from Milton Keynes, near my old stomping ground. And Peg says, hello, Craig, you do the best Mrs. Doubtfire imitation ever.
Oh, thank you, dear.
That would be a good TikTok video.
You've a Janai Doubtfire, dear.
Getting
My
you-
name, I thought I gave it to you, dear. Doubtfire.
Should you do what, Charlotte?
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah. I love that idea.
Oh, don't, because that's already an idea that I've got for a TikTok.
I'm not going to say what we just said then.
There's
We
a
won't spoil
couple. There's a couple I want. There's one that I said to you earlier on.
it. What was that one again?
The daytime TV show in the UK this morning.
Yes.
I want to do our tongue-in-cheek of the opening sequence.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a couple of Mrs. Doubtfire ones that I want to do.
I can think of, one.
There's one that I've been saying for ages, but I just can't get round to aligning desks and stuff like that up.
Desks. Which bit is that?
When when they're at the restaurant.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did she shout when she help us
Help us on the way, dear. Yeah.
Johnny's just gone, you can play Pierce Brosnan, because I do a great Pierce Brosnan impression. My name's Bond. James Bond. He does sound like that. And then that's his line from Tomorrow Never Dies, isn't it? And he throws that baddie into the printing press. Don't print anything these days. Pierce Brosnan.
It does actually,
Like
Charlotte, sound like Kermit, yeah.
That song that you guys were thinking about, by the way, Jane Farmer says is from Cocktail.
Cocktail.
The Hula Hula Hannah. I've not seen Cocktail, so I wouldn't know.
It's funny, going back to James Bond there, because really the only main ones I've watched are the ones with Pierce Brosnan in.
Yeah.
And I always think about is the one, whatever one it is, when they're actually going down the Millennium Dome, now the O2 Arena.
Oh, that's Die Another Day.
Is that Die Another Day?
Oh, no, it isn't. That's not Die Another Day. That's Tomorrow Never Dies.
Because I keep thinking when I'm in London and...
No, it's not. It's The World Is Not Enough. It's the one with Robert Carlyle in. It's The World Is Not Enough.
Keep thinking, I wonder what it'd be like if you actually go tumbling down the side of the O2.
What, if you fell off a hot air balloon and like rolled down the side?
Or once when I'm climbing over the O2, when I'm in London, when I climb over the O2, so I've booked tickets to climb. Booked tickets is only me. When I go to the O2 to see SmackDown and Money in the Bank,
you're climbing over the O2.
I've booked on the Saturday before Money in the Bank. I've booked to walk over the O2 Arena.
What, is that an actual thing?
Yeah, it's an actual. There's a huge, great big platform at the top of the O2 Arena that you can climb up, and then you can get views of all over. So it'll be it's the 1st of July, and I think I booked it for about 3 o'clock.
Wow.
So fingers crossed it's going to be a gorgeous day and can just see all over London. Yeah.
Charlotte says she wouldn't want to do that.
No, funny, I was talking to Jake about it last week or the week after.
Are you chained up? You must be.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, like they do over the Sydney Bridge. You know, when you see them, they're hooked onto the side of... You're hooked onto the side of the stairways. But yeah, you can climb right over the...
I didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know, obviously, you've got the London Eye.
Yeah.
Which is like the slowest big wheel in the world ever.
Yeah.
The only time I've been on the London Eye, it was foggy, wasn't it?
Oh,
I didn't see
typical.
anything. It was a bit annoying.
But yeah, my because where I'm staying, it's at over the water from the O2, and you have to get the cable cars from what is across from the O2 to the O2.
Oh.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, I never knew about all this stuff. Maybe I should pay
Yeah.
London a visit at some point. Weekend away in London. A Crafters TV day out in London. We'd have to make a weekend of it.
We can't even organise a Saturday night in one of our houses, never mind a weekend away in London together.
We were chatting about that the other day, actually, trying to sort out some sort of weekend, because we haven't done out, have we?
No, we've not.
Because, how long have you been in your house now? 4
years.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah.
And I've been in, it'll be 2 years this August. Charlotte, 2 years. We should definitely have some sort of like, do you know what we should do? Do you know that TV show? What's it called? The one where they go around and they rate each other's cooking.
Come down with me.
Yeah, we should do a come party with me or something.
Come down. So
go around each other's houses and throw like, I know it's really late, but throw housewarming parties and see who throws the best one.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So there's you, there's me, Johnny, Charlotte.
Yeah. Who else has got a new house?
That's 4. Well,
that's all we need, isn't it?
Recently they've just been doing a 4 and Come Down With Me, haven't they?
Well, the four of us is enough, isn't it? Because there's 4 contestants in the show.
My kitchen table holds 4 people.
Johnny's got a karaoke machine. I've got a hot tub at my
Have you?
inflatable hot tub in the garage. We haven't put it up yet. You can fit 4 in there. Yeah. Johnny's got. Well, I've got a trampoline.
I've got a fog machine up in my loft.
A fog machine.
Yeah.
Here we go. I've got disco lights in the garage as well. Yes. From the DJ days. Got some trumpets and guitars at Johnny's house. I'll wheel my piano over. I mean, seriously, this is going to be...
This is going to be awesome.
Was it yours, Charlotte? She's got a drinks. Charlotte's got a drinks trolley. And a pottery wheel.
Oh. We could theme it and it could be like Ghost.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my love, my darling.
Oh, dear.
Sometimes we do just forget that we're live.
I know, just randomly start chatting about stuff. Sorry. Who's up for coming to our house warming parties with us? We could do some Facebook Lives to them, you know.
Who could be the taxi driver?
Exactly.
You're in the back rating each other.
Yeah. Sandra could come. She's only just up the road, isn't she? Kirsty's only... Where's Kirsty? Stockton, I think, isn't she? Yeah.
Sam McDonald's just threw in
Sam
Darlington.
McDonald, yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear.
There we go, then. You realise now, after saying all that, we're going to have to, like, document our night on social media for everyone to follow.
Can you imagine? I'm well up for doing that now. And as much as we chat about this, and we've chatted about this before, you know we'll probably come back in 3 months' time and go, do you know, we should organise a night out.
Mm-hmm. What we need to do is quite literally think of a date, and the four of us just put it in the works schedule, send it to Brent, and just say, make sure that we're all off on said night.
Yeah. It is hard, isn't it? Like,
how long have we been trying to organise a cinema trip?
Well, we did one, didn't we, in the end?
Man Called Otto's already out on iTunes.
I've seen it.
I'm halfway through it. And that kind of says, if I'm halfway through it and I've not watched it all, I'm not...
It's not great. It's all right, but it's not as... Debbie Fisher, Sandra Dundas is up for the night out, by the way. Here we go. Who else is up? We need a designated driver, Charlotte just says. What was I going to say? Yes, well, Debbie Fisher said Man Called Otto was the best movie she'd ever seen. Mm-hmm. So I sort of went to it with really high hopes, knowing it was Tom Hanks, and it was just...
Snap.
It was okay. Let us know if you've seen that movie.
I was the same. Like I say, for me to be halfway through a film and not watched it all, certainly when it's a Tom Hanks one, I'm kind of like... I'm just like, OK, get on with it.
Yeah. Grace M says, what colour are you using for the flower?
Don't you worry, I'm going to go over it just in a wee moment or two. This one that I've just gone in with now, I did start with the coral blend, but then I thought, let's jump to our chisel so we can get it done a wee bit quicker. And it's salmon that I'm using for this one. And then for the green leaf, I mean, look at that. Even then, OK, that's copier paper, but that still looks quite smart, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a lot more flexible. What I would say is, if you are going to flex it and shape it, let it dry out first, because it's thin paper, so you've saturated it. So if you go and shape it straight away, it's going to rip and tear. So yeah, let that dry out ever so slightly, and then do the same again within this one here.
Rita says, it looks like your leaf just fell off a live tree. There you go, it's a compliment.
That's a big compliment. Who was it that said that?
Rita Jackson.
Thank you, Rita. And actually, it goes to show that, OK, we can say, don't stamp onto this, don't colour onto that. For instance, we always say that with photocopy paper. But there's no harm in giving things a try. What's the worst that could happen? Give it a shot, give it a try and see. And I'm just going to quickly do one more. And I'm not going to go in, because that one I've gone quite sketchy, and I kind of like that look. Instead of being solid with the salmon, I'm just gone in and I'm just sketching over with my actual chisel nib. And let's just start to add that on. You can still see the vein come through.
Hi, Catherine Folder. I'm sat here wrapped up in 2 blankets. I'm watching my 2 favourite guys on Crafters TV. Well, thank you. What could be better, you say? It's Catherine from the Isle of Wight. Emma Ryan says, hi, Ben, Craig and team. I'm hoping I can still go to WWE in April.
Oh, it's at Birmingham.
I think it must be. Let us know, Emma.
If you are, let me know, because I've just bought a ticket to go.
Denise says, I would like to see either one of you do Risky Business, Tom Cruise doing his blue shirt and white sock entrance. I don't know what, I've not seen that movie.
I've not seen that.
Risky Business.
No.
And this party that we're going to throw, which will never happen, is gathering pace. Charlotte Everett says, I'm in Kent, but I would travel up north for a crafters night out. And Kim says, I'm only an hour and a half away and I'll come on over.
There you go then.
Can you imagine if we had like a crafters pub crawl?
Would you really want to see me drunk though?
Yes.
I'm always told that I'm a fun drunk though.
Well, I'm up for it if someone else organises it. We have to get the buses, won't we? Or trains.
Well, I did ask you guys in January to give me what weekends you were free in February, and no one did. So
Did you?
yeah,
Oh.
I gave up. So you organise it.
I organise a lot of stuff. Johnny, you organise it. You're the producer. Johnny, you organise it. You're good at organisation because you kind of organise these shows, don't you? Susie says, I do. I really want to see Craig drunk. Drink responsibly, everybody. Drink responsibly.
Yeah, we're all coming to Susie's.
Are we going over to Susie?
Yeah.
All right, Susie. Johnny just says he's planning a trip over to you instead. Yeah, can't organise a night out in Darlington, but we're just going to come to New Orleans. Can you imagine? Teresa just said you should go and see Wick 4. It's very good and full of action from beginning to end.
Do you know what I went to see the other day?
I think you told me.
And I am not going to go and do any spoilers, so don't worry. But I went to see Alleluia.
Oh, yes.
With Jennifer Saunders.
Yeah, isn't that set in a nursing home?
Yes.
Mm.
Wow.
Is it great?
Wow.
Ah.
I kind of had an idea what to expect. Not that wow. I knew what the storyline was about, but I did not expect what the story was actually about.
There you go. Yeah, I did see that flashed up on my Sky store the other day as like a pre-order. Mm-hmm. I remember you saying that you'd seen it.
Yeah, and I just went the other day. It was, I'd done a long day working from home, and I thought, I just want to take a couple of hours break, and I thought, I know, I'm going to nip through to the Odeon and see that film. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
There you go.
So good.
Crafting, organising crafters pub crawls, film recommendations. You are welcome, everyone. Apparently, Sue says New Orleans is a great place for a pub crawl. The French Quarter. Every other door is a pub door.
I could imagine that's a great place to go.
I just love to go and visit the US full stop. I've probably bored you with this before. We went for our honeymoon. We did San Fran, Los Angeles, and we did Oahu. And then we've never been back. Love to go over to the States. I'd love to have hidden in one of the suitcases to go over to HSN. Because obviously the team are over there now, aren't they? Ready for the big day, which is tomorrow, isn't it, of course?
It is indeed. The big Gemini 2 launch.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
I know.
That is going to disappear, isn't it?
Because I was about to say, without giving too much away, I know Sarah's revealed it all, but the auto ships that you get with the Gemini 2, it's me that films the videos for them.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I've done True Love, and I'm just waiting to say breaking news. I'm just away to do Butterflies and Botanicals.
When's that, tomorrow?
What's this? No, in a week's time.
Oh, okay.
In a week's time. So yeah.
Lots of exciting stuff to look forward to.
There is. And that's the first chance I had last week to play with the Gemini.
Yeah. Love it?
I do. But then I'm a gadget freak anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like when you get your new mobile phone.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. Got to have the new thing.
Yeah, I can't remember the UK date, but...
I remember what?
I can't remember the UK date for the launch, because I think it's still a month or so away, isn't it? It's a bit. But anyway.
Emma Ryan, get well soon. So this is Emma, who's hopefully going to WWE in April, says, yes, home to go to Birmingham, but I had a heart attack 3 days ago.
Oh my God.
So it's bed rest for me and Crafter's Companion all day, but I'm all good now. Well, thank goodness for that, Emma. And we're sending you obviously lots of love and well wishes from all of us here. Hopefully you're feeling better and you recover.
Yeah. Emma, did you say?
Emma Ryan, yeah.
Emma, if you do go, give me a message and let me know. So it'll be good. For me, it'll be a flying visit because I'm at Hobby Maker the next day. But let me know, even if we see each other at the arena or something like that. If you do go, fingers crossed you can do, you'll be on the mend. But yeah, let me know then.
Yeah. Wow, get well soon, Emma. And Gilmore is just saying, Wick 4 is an awesome movie. 3 hours, though, you say?
Is it?
Too long.
Is that with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Did you say he's been asked, would he do Speed 3 with Sandra Bullock?
Is it actually?
And he said because I liked the second speed.
Oh, I've not seen it. He's not in it though, is he?
It's apparently officially been rated as one of the worst sequels ever.
But he's not in it.
He's not in
Speed 2. She is, I think she is. Or is he in Speed 2? I thought.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah. She definitely is. Anyway, he was saying he would do, but like that, the script has to be really good for him to do it. But
he turned down Speed 2. Speed's a brilliant movie. That was on ITV4 the other night, actually. Watched it. Forgot that old Jeff Daniels is in it as well.
Jeff Daniels.
In the original Speed.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
So he is.
So good. Dumb and Dumber.
Can I just say, that's got to be one of my most favourite leaves I have ever done. I absolutely love the look of that.
Whilst chatting away about random stuff.
For 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just totally got...
It does look real.
Totally carried away. And even, I mean, just the way that it's on that photocopier paper and then it started to dry off.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go and I'm going to speed this bit up because I didn't actually realise. It's been like, well, not quite 45 minutes, but maybe say 40 minutes.
Yeah, we've been having fun, haven't we? Just chatting away, bit of crafting, organising nights out that will probably never happen. That is incredible. It was it you said, how great that leaf was. Rita. Well, that's a nice sound as well.
It is a nice sound, isn't it? And that's because the photo we've saturated the photocopier paper within the alcohol ink, and then we've let it dry, which makes it go crunchy. So I'm just starting to bunch them all up, and then I'm just going to go in. Now what I would do is I would do another few of these ones, and then what I would do, Ben, is I would then start to shape and curl just 4 petals. Then I would do another one with just 3, but really, really starting to then shape them and twist them together. And then potentially, maybe even just a 2 petal. And then obviously start to then, of course, go in and colour them and then start to build them into that middle. But look, I love that one. Love that. So I'm not going to put it on a card or that as such because it was more the actual concept. So that was inexpensive photocopier paper, so 80 GSM, and I used salmon, which was the classique, although you could use one close to the tri-blend. So that was CR4. So you could use CR3 or CR6 if you wanted to from the tri-blends. And then also from the tri-blends was the dull green blend. And that was it. That's all that I used to create that one.
That's incredible.
Really chuffed with that one. Really chuffed with that one.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And again, the kind of thing that you can achieve with copier paper, no less.
Yeah.
Incredible, really. Really busy for these. I think the star of the show, actually, this particular collection. Remember, even though we've lost a few of the stamps off our little boards here, you will get stamps and dies across this full collection. So it's 26 stamps and 26 dies that you'll receive, which you should be paying almost £90 for, over $100. Look at the saving you're making, $54.94, $61.70. That comes down to £28 or $32 if you are a platinum member. And it's all of these. So Craig was obviously just working with the rose there, but you're going to get the fragrant sweet pea in here. You're going to get that beautiful, lovely lilac. Again, double up, use that with your wisteria collection. But you've got to realise as well, big size stamps and dies in these collections too. Really, really stunning florals that you can use as focal points for all of your cards and boxes and projects. That's that timeless carnation. Again, loads of hints and tips from Craig there in that last little demo, but using these to kind of create that real depth and dimension in the flowers, adding the inks and creating whatever colour florals you want with these. There's that radiant rose, again, done beautifully there in the yellow, but just, you know, using your ball tools here and manipulating these to really make them stand proud of the card or the box that you're using them on. Then you've got that beautiful lily, delicate lily, that one's called. Again, big size stamps that you can be working with within that collection. And then this one here, I absolutely love this because, again, I think if you think that last flower looked lifelike, this is your opportunity to create some absolutely beautiful fuchsia buds. And again, you'll get all of the dies and, of course, the stamps to match up with them to go with that bundle. £28, $32 for that full set. Very busy for that collection. Today, also very busy for a 24-hour deal on the Monday Mega Deal. It is our Ultimate Pro, the one-stop shop really for anything crafting, isn't it? As far as making all of your cards are concerned, for scoring, for making your envelopes, for doing your embossing, of course, as well, for making your ribbons, for being able to do your cutting in here too. I mean, literally an item I think that most craft rooms will have. If you don't, it's a brilliant opportunity to be able to pick this one up today. Available for 24 hours on this deal. So you're paying the $39.99 or $59.99, which is the price that you would pay. You're still getting your discount here, which you're seeing is Platinum $31.99 or $47.99. However, just for the next 24 hours, you get a load of freebies to go with it. So you're going to receive one of our ever popular tape pens. We're going to give you the seam binding ribbon for free as well from the Country Lane collection. So those 3 different colours are coming to you as well. Then on top of that, you're getting the 48-page everyday scenes paper pad. Really beautiful. Single-sided, but you get tons and tons of beautiful papers in here. Lots of very different designs, but you've got the rainbows, you've got spots, really beautiful backgrounds in here too. You've got the sort of squiggles and the gingham and check in here. Really, really fun. And lots of different colours for all sorts of projects and occasions. Love, love, love. Where is it? That one there, beautiful, almost like watercolour sky there, isn't it? But all of those included within that pad, 48 sheets there. And if that wasn't enough, also for free, you're going to get your Centura Pearl pastels. So again, that beautiful sheen and shine that you come to expect from our Centura Pearl 310 GSM. So absolutely fantastic for your cards, brilliant for your construction makes as well. And as you're seeing here, all of these beautiful pastel colours. I think a great colour palette for this time of the year, and particularly good for Easter time, particularly like the yellows and the pinks and the blues that you've got in there. I think some of these will work very, very nicely indeed, particularly if you've just bought that Hoppy Easter collection recently. A really lovely bundle, but that's free with the paper pad, which is free, with your tape pen, which is free, and all of the ribbon as well when you jump in and get your Ultimate Pro. Today, 24-hour only deal on that. Whilst the Ultimate Pro will still be in stock tomorrow, this deal will not be there. So if you like the idea of grabbing it, maybe you've not yet got an Ultimate Pro, today's a great day to jump in and grab it. And on that note, if you haven't yet got an Ultimate Pro, we do have a little video here which will explain more information all about it.
The Ultimate Crafter's Companion is an all-in-one compact carry case which is going to allow you to score, measure, trim, emboss and embellish. The case incorporates 10 vital paper crafting tools all rolled into one lightweight and portable product. If you're crafting at home, this makes a great workstation. Or the carry case design allows you to easily pack up everything you need for crafting on the move. With the Ultimate Crafter's Companion, you can make hundreds of different cards in all shapes and sizes. Working with standard card and paper size, you can fold anything, from basic bifold, trifolds and gatefold cards, right up to pop-out, jump-up cards, or even more complex keepsake books. Simply rest your cardstock against the carefully calculated grid lines, read off the desired size, and use one of the specially designed scoring tools to create an accurate and very professional crease. Every card needs an envelope, and with the Ultimate Crafter's Companion, you can make envelopes in any shape and size to match all your handmade cards. Package your delicate craft projects in colour-coordinated matching envelopes and add a professional finishing touch. No longer will you be restricted to making cards to correspond with ready-made envelope sizes. With hundreds of possible size combinations, your imagination is the limit. And for those really special dimensional cards, you can create 3D box envelopes to not only house, but to protect your handmade card creations. Create your own boxes in any shape and size, from a matchbox right up to a shoebox. All of the calculating and measuring has been taken care of for you, so you can simply follow the guide and create custom-sized boxes which fit together perfectly. Triangular, hexagonal, diamond-shaped boxes are all possible, as well as your regular boxes. You can also create specialised exploding boxes or expanding boxes too. You can even make your own favour boxes for those special occasions. Any craft tool box should include a paper trimmer, and when you're crafting on the go with the ultimate paper crafting tool, you'll need a paper trimmer at your fingertips. The integrated trimmer stores inside the tool and clips into place for easy access. The ergonomically designed cutting mouse holds a standard size blade, which is very easy to replace. Create delicate embellishment for your paper crafting projects with the integrated bow maker. The simple 6-step process will allow you to create perfect bows in an instant. For paper embellishment, you can use the decorative embossing shapes which are featured throughout the board. Emboss onto special papers, vellums or even acetate to create your own intricate toppers. Everything you need comes included with the tool and stores inside for easy access. Each unit includes a full colour instruction book, cutting mouse and ruler, the bow making pegs and 2 specially designed scoring and embossing tools. Whether you're crafting on the move or using this as a complete workstation at home, the Ultimate Crafter's Companion provides you with all the tools you need at your fingertips.
There you go, all the info from that little video there. You'll notice, if you've seen it before, you think, wasn't it Sarah normally voiced that one? Yeah, it was, but then I ended up having to revoice it after I took the mickey out of Sarah's posh voice that was originally on that VT. All right, let's get back to it then. A half-price deal on the fancy frames. You saw these at the top of the show. Well, you saw them in card form, if you like. But these are all of the 5. I've got 6. Ah, yes, that is true. That is very, very true. Well done. Good job, producer Johnny's on the ball.
He's on the ball.
He's on the ball. You do get far. Where you going, Charlotte? Charlotte's not on the ball today.
Charlotte's been on the beer.
You do get 5. So I'll show you in a minute. The Radiant Roses, we've only got enough to have those as an individual. But these are all the different designs that you're going to get. As you've seen, perfect for all sorts of decoration, but particularly for printing off your 5x7 photos and having these gorgeous frames, whether it be for Christmas, gifts, or indeed with the 2 that you'll see aside from the Christmas ones year round. I like the idea as well of, you know, maybe having these as tops for your boxes where you can put on your photos as well. Maybe you've got some of our jigsaw dies and you want like a fancy kind of frame for that photo on the top of a box that you're making a jigsaw out of. It's entirely up to you, but plenty of opportunity to snip into these again, especially with this one, which is called your sparkling snowflakes. You know, you can cut into these, use these to sort of decorate on top of the snowflakes, use them elsewhere on your project. Lots and lots of sniffability. And whilst this one is, I suppose, Christmas themed, bells and bows, I think you could use that for all year round, couldn't you? For celebrations, for birthdays. You have bells and bows on a birthday, couldn't you?
Of course you could.
Not just Christmas time.
No. New baby.
New baby or wedding, absolutely as well.
Going to the chapel.
And we're gonna get married. Then you've got your 2 year rounds, which is your beautiful butterflies. This one's super gorgeous as well. You've got that sort of detailing in either corner here, and then those wonderful butterflies where again you can just coax the wings out to make those stand proud. And then finally in this bundle of 5, but no, you have got your graceful flourish in there too. So yes, those 5 are bundled together. And again, look at the saving, massive half-price deal, better than half price if you're anywhere within Club Inspire. If you're Platinum, you'd add to £33.60 or $39.20. The other one that I showed you is this one. So the Contemporary Roses, not Radiant Rose, Contemporary Roses is on its own and it is limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means...
it soon won't be seen.
It's £6.79. Again, it's the same deal, it's half price. and you still get your discount. However, we haven't got enough of them to put them into the, because they would just sell the whole bundle out, so it's not worth our while. So you may as well pick this up individually at £6.79 or $7.98. We are going to have a little bit of a look at these. A few messages coming through. Liz McLean just says, I've had my Ultimate since they were first made. It must be around 16 years or so ago. Wow. Yeah, it will be, won't it? Yeah, it will be. And Deborah Spencer says, I love gadgets also, Craig. Crafter's Companion keeps coming out with all these fabulous products and taking all of my spare chain. Lol. And a quick question just as we go, because we're going to go to Craig to have a look at these, from Charlotte, who says, can you use hairspray on aqua inks and pencils?
Never heard of that one before.
Hairspray?
Hairspray.
To fix it?
For aqua, so anything, no, that's water-based.
Yeah, aqua and pencils.
So the dampness within the hairspray, because you'll have that little bit, that will activate. So you can use hairspray for things like your mica powders and that. So if you've got your really fine mica powders and you go over with a brush, you can then fix it with a very, very, very inexpensive hairspray. The more the inexpensive it is, the better. Never heard anything like that when it comes to the aqua. My only concern is with it being water-based, that the spray from the hairspray could affect it.
Yes, so probably not, Charlotte, is what we're kind of thinking.
No.
Annie Kegels enjoyed watching you make flowers, saying gorgeous flowers, Craig. And Zoe just says, yes, Ben, Sarah's posh telephone voice is so funny. I was just getting called posh a few moments ago, actually, by Charlotte in the gallery when I was saying the word cinema.
Cinema.
And she thinks that's very posh. Cinema. It's not posh, is it? Cinema.
Cinematopea.
What?
Cinematopea.
What?
I know it's a different word, but
Cinematopea?
Cinematopea.
Don't you mean onomatopoeia?
Oh, yeah.
Craig's making words up today. Originable was the one he came up with earlier. And now cinematopea.
Onomatopoeia, yeah.
Cinematopea, noises at the cinema. That's what that is.
Oh, it's nothing worse than noises at the cinema. When you're
Cinematopea, people digging into their popcorn, rustling their crisp packet.
It's not too bad nowadays because the cartons in that are quite thick. It's when someone brings their own food in and bring their own crisps and they rustle away.
Yeah.
Like, shh. Yeah. Yes, you're like, shh. One of them.
I'm not surprised people bring in their own food though, because as I say, last time we went to cinema, someone bought the tickets on one of the cheap days, $4.99 each, and I got stung for about 30 quid getting 2 lots of popcorn and a couple of drinks. Anyway, I'll give you...
Remember that?
Right. Good evening to Jane El Safdie, who's joined us from St Raphael, and let's get on with the fancy frames. Which of the frames? Shh. Which of the frames? Which of the frames?
What?
Which of the frames are you going to be crafting with?
Graceful flourish. That we're going to use. We're going to do some green pearlism as well as some of our white, Snow White. So let's go in with the frame. Now, when it comes to the frame, at first you think it's going to die cut out in two because you've got your outer and inner. In actual fact, that is the whole frame there.
Yeah.
That is just the outer detail. So I'm going to go in with a graceful flourish here, and I have just cut it that little bit too short. So let's go in. No, I'm going to have to go that way. Let's try to be frugal, and in the end we're just going to not waste it because we still use the offcuts, but I could have been a bit more kind to the size, but hey-ho. So let's go in. Same plate configuration, nothing different here than any of your other die cut and dies. So we're just going to go in base cut and plate, frosted, magnetic, and then of course we're going to go in with our top plate. Going to feed that one through, let that do the cut, and then we'll do it again within the Centura Pearl, hint of silver, and then we'll do a drop shadow with that green on the background. And we'll do a very simple framed card with these. So we're going to go in. What I am also going to do is I'm going to emboss it. Because you've got that framework and you've got the curls when it comes to the actual flourish, I think it really does make it worthwhile. Just going in and embossing it, just going to round the edges that little bit better. I'm just taking any of these little bits out the way, otherwise that will leave an impression into the layers. So let's do frosted, take out our magnetic, and then once again run that one through. And in actual fact, didn't really need to do that with the green because that's going to be the back layer, that's going to be the drop shadow, so you're not going to see it. It's more the white layer that needs to do that on, but hey ho. You'll actually, visually, you'll see it a bit better when it comes to your, the green.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe just round the edge, but then what you've got some embossed detail. The other thing that I've been doing quite a lot, I know I've showed this once in the past, but I've been doing it a lot with certain demos I've been prepping for upcoming weeks. What I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm going to pop that back in, and then I'm going to take my ball tool and I'm going to enhance the embossed lines myself. So all that I'm doing is I'm just going in with my ball tool and just pressing. So where you've got the embossed lines, I'm just giving that an additional helping aid. And I am putting pressure, but not too much, because the last thing that I want to do is go in and start to split my cardstock. So let's see if we can see a difference here on screen. So if I lay that here, so if I tilt it, so we've got more of a 3D inner framework than we do on that side there, because I've gone and I've physically pushed the detail myself.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do that again on the other side. So where you've got that embossed detail, I'm just going to go in with my ball tool, push it through, and then that's going to add that accent detail of the emboss. Push it in, just give it a play, go in lightly, and then start to build it up, but still just being that little bit careful that I'm not going to press too hard. If I press too hard, then what I'm going to do is split the cardstock by pushing it through the aperture of the die. And then that, so for me, visually on my eye, I can see that's really, really made that stand out even more. Again, it is harder on screen, but it is there. And then what we can then do is let's go through, once again, with the Centura Pearl, and we're actually just going to repeat that step.
So a couple of questions whilst
Go for
you're
it.
doing that. A question from Terry, who says, hello, Terry. She doesn't say hello, Terry. I say, anyway. Craig says, have you seen Robin Williams take on golf? It's hilarious. I haven't seen that.
No, I don't think so.
No. Is that a stand-up or is that like a skit?
Yeah, if it's stand-up, if it's a stand-up comedy sketch, yes, ages ago. Yeah, that's, if it's what I think it is, it's funny. Yeah.
Rude.
Oh, I can't remember if it's, I think there's a few naughty words.
Ah,
I
but
don't think
not-
it's not rude, no. No.
To dig that one out, have a little look.
It's got to be what I'm thinking. It has to be.
And Tracy Madden says, Craig, slightly off topic, but how do you store your full collections? What box or files do you use?
So really good question. So I use my 12 by 12 Kallax units from IKEA.
Yeah.
I've always been, we can be a fan of everything. I'm personally not a big fan of the storage ring binders when it comes to dies. I never have been, just my personal preference. I prefer to keep them in. So the 12 by 12 storage containers that go in the Kallax units from IKEA. So I store mine. So what I'll do is, for instance, if I take a Sarah's signature, so I'll have the 12 by 12 paper pad at the back, and then I'll have everything else in front of it. And then I'll have my next Sarah's signature with the 12 by 12. So the 12 by 12 is kind of making sections throughout. So I'll have the 12 by 12, then the dies, the stamps, and then I'll have the 12 by 12 for the next one. So I kind of try and keep my Sarah's signature together. I'll do my Nature Garden together, my Crafter's Companion together. And then I do the same with, I've got my 2D embossing folders, I've got my 3D, and another one I've got like my sentiment dies, I've got one for sentiment stamps, verse stamps. So I try and keep them in sections when it comes to the 12 by 12 Kallax units.
Nice, good question.
It is a good question, yeah. Many of you do enjoy the storage folders, but for me, I always like to keep the original packaging. And I know you can keep the original packaging. Just about said it again.
Original
there.
packaging.
when it comes to your ring binders, it's, as I say, it's just something that I've never been a big fan of, and I've never, in all the years, I've never used any ring binders to store my dies or collections.
Like you say, it's horses for courses, isn't it? And a lot of stuff we craft. But isn't it nice that we've got so many different options?
Exactly, yeah. And I know not everyone is fortunate enough to have a big craft room or even a craft space, you know, at all. Many people will craft in the living room or the dining room table or the kitchen table. So everything is going to serve a purpose to everyone's own individual needs. And I'm just, you know, grateful that I have my craft room, my spare room, and I can store the Kallax units in there. All right.
Beautiful.
Let's go. You know, look, can you see that
you
framework
can see it now,
a lot better
where your right hand is.
So you go, really, really stands out. So all the way around. So just giving it that helping aid. I've gone in with the embossing mat, which has given it a bit of raise when it comes to the emboss, but I've really gone in and given it that helping hand by pushing it through with my embossing tool. So I'm just going to pop all these bits out. I just need to take my pokey tool. I'm going to do a drop shadow when it comes to the actual framework in the green. And then what I've done, because I don't actually have a photo with me. In all honesty, Ben, my plan was, after wake up call, go home, get a few additional bits prep, pick up photos, and then with stepping in with Leanne, I never got to go home. So in between shows, I've just been getting cardstock together, ideas together. So for this, I don't have a photo as such, but I thought what would be good is I've taken a few of the finished coloured samples that Leanne had ready to go for launch day. And I thought I'm not going to physically stick my frames around them, but I can position them over the top just to let you see. It could be your coloured artwork if you want to. Maybe you are in the Academy of Colour and you want to frame some of them with some of these works, then you can do that. But we're just going to go in, and then let's go in with the back of that one. And I'm going to go in with the tacky glue, wherever I put that one.
Cindy wants to know what pack that green was from, off the top of your head.
It was, I can tell you because we've got it down here. It was, not that one. It was from the Blush and Blue Pearl.
Oh, okay.
So it's from that one. So that was from one of the patterns. So we had the pattern version and then we had the solids.
I think birthday before last, wasn't it?
Sure it was. Yeah, sure it was.
Another quick question from Charlotte. He says, is there any way to stabilise watercolour pens and pencils? I'm not sure why you would want to stabilise it. You've stumped me on that one. Is that related to the hairspray? That's what I'm thinking. Which was earlier. Yeah, oh yeah, it was. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. So I wonder why, you're looking to do that. There's obviously a reason as to why you're wanting to do that. I've never in all the years when I've done watercolouring, whatever medium of watercolour, pencil, pen, never needed to or been advised to stabilise it. Yeah. So if there is a specific reason, let us know. And although I don't really have an answer, we can always certainly ask for you. Absolutely. Liz McLean is saying, I love Kallax units, Craig. I keep my dies in their packages and within the unit have dies embossing folders inside the 12 by 12 boxes. I only have a small space, so these units work for me, along with collapsible table as well to craft on. That is an option, isn't it? That is, yeah. That is a really good option, isn't it? Annie just saying, do you keep all your nesting dies together? Yes. So yeah, when I say obviously I keep collections together, Nature Gardens, Art Signet, etc., etc., I keep my nesting dies together. I keep my Matt and Laird dies together. Yeah. I'll keep my Creator cards together. So I keep concepts together. Yeah. I keep them all together. Yep. It's really interesting. A lot of you now chatting about how you store. Like Carol D says, I use the ring binders for die collections, like the frames that Craig's using now. But I like the Lisa bags for storing full collections. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, they are super handy for that. And it just shows you that there is almost like a storage solution for everything. Exactly. Joe Holzer, I use Totally Tiffany 12 by 12 fab files, one for each collection. Please get them back, you say, Joe. They're sold out right now. We, of course, will do our very best to get those back for you.
Do we have a Tiffany show coming up, or?
I've had one recently.
Yeah.
When was that, Johnny? Was that last week or the week before last? 2 Fridays ago, we had a Tiffany day.
I've got a funny feeling we've got another one coming up. Well, when we say we, I think it might actually be me.
Is it?
Yeah. Yep.
When is it? In April?
In April, I'm
A
on-
Friday? 16th of April,
Yeah,
which is a Sunday.
that sounds right. Yep.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Tiffany Takeover Show, is it? Tiffany Warehouse. Wowzers.
And I'm very honoured because she, because it's the weekend,
Yeah.
she specifically asked for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she did. It's like, how can I say no to Tiffany?
That's it, isn't it?
So yeah. She wanted you, but you don't work Sundays.
I don't work weekends, do I? Well,
You're not
I did-
allowed.
Huh?
You're not allowed. It's like Johnny's not allowed to produce on the weekend.
I worked the other Saturday. When was that Saturday I worked? Saturday before last. I worked that Saturday. It's just how it all sort of pans out for us now, isn't it? You know, I won't say it too loudly, but you know, if I'm ever needed and requested again at the weekend, I'd come in.
Yeah, because it kind of works out that like us on the TV team, we tend to do maybe like 2 weekends a month, give or take. It might not be full weekends. For instance, this weekend I'm only in on the Sunday, not the Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 weekends on, 2 weekends off. It's kind of the way that it roughly works out, give or take holidays. But look at that.
Beautiful.
How fab does that look? Now again, these are Leanne's finished examples, so I'm not going to completely stick them down, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to the side of me here, Ben, because I've got a few of our other ones, and let's just show you how it works. Now this might not be quite central because it's towards the side there. Actually, do you know something? That does work really, really well. A little sentiment in there, whether it's a stamped sentiment or a die cut sentiment. Then, so we've done that one, and then maybe we're going to go in that way. So we've done vertical, horizontal, let's go in. So you've got that one there. So okay, maybe it would change the colour slightly, but you get that idea. Maybe ground that. Again, if we go in with this one, so a frame.
Oh, pretty.
Within a frame. So we've got that white work. So something as simple as doing a drop shadow, what you can then do is, yes, your photos, sized-wise 4x6, but then any of your work that you've done, so your stamping, your colouring, your Academy of Colour, anything like that, think about how that, I really, really like that one.
Yeah.
That one, yeah, that one and this one, I really, really like. I like that look. But then it just goes to show as well, so if I bring in some of these ones, so again, once these are with the photos.
You should stick one of those together and then we've got a demo of the day. Because it's all been techniquey today, so we don't have
It has, hasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
can
we'll
you
stick
yeah.
stick.
stick something together.
Wonder if I could get away with pinching one of Leanne's. Oh, it's sold out.
Sold out,
right.
didn't it? You'll be fine.
Right, I'll take that. Leanne, I love you. I'm sorry, but yeah, let's take that one.
Hey, you could have it as a Craig/Leanne hybrid.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that idea. Just have it as a.
I'll
just
just
you do it.
I'll just take the credit for it.
Yeah, you did it.
No.
Oh, I know. Yesterday, because Leanne was
To
so
be honest,
hopeful.
I was raging as well.
That she didn't.
Very well deserved. Debbie absolutely deserved that. But I was raging that I didn't get Demo of the Month with my notelet.
Oh, your notelet. Yeah. Your
Oh, means I
notelet.
get to take it away though, don't I?
Does. Who won Demo of the Week yesterday then?
Debbie won both.
What did she do for Demo of the Week?
Oh no, Demo of the Month was the Roaring Twenties, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yes, because she was waving the stars around in front of her in a
That's right,
questionable
yes,
way.
she was.
What was Debbie's make then for Demo of the Week, I wonder?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, they've all gone. The
6.
shelves have been cleared by now.
So she's got 6 stars. She's got 2 glitter stars.
Yeah. So
So
we've
can
got
I
2
just-
demo of the month.
So just like Leanne, because Leanne's box was incredible, I was raging as well. That being said, Debbie did deserve it. She absolutely did deserve it.
Yeah. It was a tough one because you know what? I mean, our guys popped together some amazing projects, but this month was particularly strong. You had your little organiser, didn't you? You had Debbie's Roaring Twenties bottle holder, then you had Leanne's book that she made from the creative woodwork, and then, well, whatever one demo of the week, Deb, I can't think what it was, but anyway, you'll let me know. Yeah, so Craig's going to stick one of those cards together. Demo of the day, boom. Oh, Corinne won demo of the week, apparently. Oh, that's what Carol was saying. Corinne won demo of the week. Debbie got demo of the month. Oh, maybe then when Debbie was waving the stars around, she was sticking Corinne's up.
Or maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what she was doing. Let us know.
Yeah, I think she did.
Just more chat about storage, and there's a question that's coming for Craig as well. And then I think we're going to take a little bit of a break. Corinne must have done a demo on Saturday then, or Sunday. She must have done it yesterday, because she was in, wasn't she?
I thought she was presenting all weekend.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Tess says, I keep my sets in the original
Yes.
package, then I use some inexpensive baskets designed for laundry rooms. Oh, they're narrow but not too long to store them in. I label the baskets to the type in it. Kathy Kuhn says, I use a variety of storage for my dies. 3 ring binders that are themed for collections. I use project boxes, great for holding paper, small pads, stamps and dies. I also use greeting card storage boxes to help keep dies, embossing folders and stamps together.
Good idea.
Debbie got demo of the month yesterday, says Terry. Yes, and Carol Lee says, I thought Corinne won demo of the week yesterday. It was a craft along with the shimmer inks and notelet holder, apparently. Corinne.
Ah.
Good job you guys watch day in, day out. Seriously. Well, we're in and out, aren't we? We can't keep up.
That's exactly.
Can't keep on track with everything, you know. Just before we have a break, Janelle wants to know, Craig, with all the things that come out, how do you manage to have everything?
We I don't actually have everything. I have a lot. I do have a lot. We are so lucky that if we have. If one of our shows have certain product on it, we are given it from the Crafter's Companion. But if something is launched, if we don't have any shows, then if we want the product, we have to buy it. So we are very lucky because we have an array of products on show. Although a lot of it, because what we do is we like to bring collections, but like for instance the frames. Well, of course I've got the frames since it first launched. So we're actually, it's only really new launches. A lot of the product we already have nowadays. So yeah, if we don't have shows on the product, we just buy it if we want it. But if we do feature it on a show, then yeah, we are given it. So we are very lucky on that because not all companies do that.
And Terry just says, there Craig goes again, stealing Leanne's stars. Well, he didn't steal them last time, did he? He took them down off the board when she put them up, when she put the 10.
No, that was Sarah.
I think...
I didn't touch, I did, because I said, no, Leanne, I would never touch anything of Leanne's.
Who took Leanne's down then?
No, I took Sarah's down when Sarah took all hers down.
Well, who took Leanne's down then? Word on the street that it was you that took them down. Someone dobbed you in, I'm sure.
I would never, in a million years, would I go anywhere near anything that Leanne's. If Leanne wants 20 stars, Leanne can have 20 stars.
But Sarah just take them all down.
Sarah, just take it down, yeah. She's got enough stars.
Interesting.
She is a star.
She is a star. Well, the plot thickens there. Lindsay Travascus says, yes, but it was a stunning make from Corinne. And Terry says, Corinne did a craft along with the shimmer inks and won demo of the week. Right, we're up to date. Thank goodness for you guys, is all I can say. Seriously, keeping us straight and
sorry, you've been waiting for me, Johnny.
Well, that's what I was filling for.
Oh, I thought we were. Oh, sorry, I thought we were finished. I thought we were finished and we were just passing a bit of time. That's why I just thought I'll just take my time and do it.
I know what you were doing then, back and forth.
Yeah, all that was doing was gluing it together.
Ah, that's it. So we're done.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
So I would put a sentiment or something like that on there. Sorry, Johnny. Sorry.
So that's demo of the day.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's got to be demo of the month for. Oh no, we've done it.
But it's never, no, we've done March. So that will go, potentially for April.
Yeah,
the
right
month for
enough,
April. Yeah. I will put a star up. I keep saying I'll do a craft along at some point and get my yearly star up.
What
on the
would
board.
you do, craft along wise?
Well, I'll wait until there's one that I think I'll be able to tackle and do.
We just got our dates for April's craft alongs.
Yeah? Have you got one?
Yeah.
When's yours?
The
thing is, and this is no word of a lie, and you think, oh, he's backing out of this. I love doing the craft alongs. I've probably done 8 or 9 now, but the reason I haven't done them recently is because we've had a guest on, and I just would find it hard to concentrate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we don't have a guest on, I will craft along. But the more guests that we have on, I just think I would find it impossible because I wouldn't be able to concentrate on what you were doing if you were craft along, plus what you were doing, plus what I was doing, and it would just take about 4 hours.
Yeah. See, yeah, I can, if I am on the presenter side and there's a craft along, it's not that I can't do the craft along, but as you say trust me, there's a lot that goes on that side that you need to just keep the eyes on. So yeah, I wouldn't do the craft along as a presenter. But yeah, it's the first week of April is mine, and I've got Colour Your World.
Oh.
So any ideas of what you want to see in the craft along?
Oh, that's the 6th. I'm in for that.
Yes, it's me and you that, yeah. So anyone, any ideas as to what they would like me to do, the craft along involving the Colour Your World, let me know, because I can openly say I'm a little bit stumped at the moment, because I know that I've covered a lot over the last few months or so. I
really like that collection, and I only saw it on the HSM preview, and then it sold out. So maybe if we don't have a guest for that, I could craft along with you on that one.
Sounds good.
Should we put that one in anyway?
Sorry?
Should we just say that I'll do that one anyway?
Okay.
Even if we have a guest, and we'll just we'll muddle through.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got any ideas what you want to do?
I'll have a think. Something really simple, so that I could anyway.
Yeah.
Gilmore says I can craft along with you. When are you joining in, Gilmore? Let me know in the comments. Listen, we need to get to a break. We should have thrown to a break about 6 minutes ago, but we've been too busy chatting, waiting for him to finish his project. Let's go for a break. If you have anything in your baskets, check it out, and we will come back with some cut and emboss folders, which we will think you will love, in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hello, welcome back. Just reading through all the comments here. Susie wants to know, are you really that afraid of sweet, adorable little Leanne, Craig? Says Susie, to take down her stars. Are you scared of her? Yeah, he is. The competition for stars is epic, says Carol D. We do have a guest for the Colour Your World, but here's the thing. Who is it, Susie? You have to let us know. And the other craft along is April that I'm working is the Angel Collection on the 27th with Debbie Robinson. I might do them both because we think... Huh?
Never noticed that on my email list.
It's with Debbie.
Oh. I know we've done... Yeah, that's right, because Debbie Robinson done Secret Garden, didn't she, recently?
Yes.
So we brought that back. Corinne obviously done the Shimmer ink pads again. So we're obviously bringing back the Angel Collection.
But anyway, going back to Craig's on the 6th of April, we thought, because we were saying, what can we do with Colour My World? Joanne Duddy suggested, and we quite like this idea, because we think it might be more achievable and manageable, particularly if I'm doing it alongside our guests. We thought, thanks to Joanne's suggestion, Craig, I'm going to involve you here.
Sorry.
Scrapbook page you were thinking for Colour My World.
Yeah.
Because we haven't done one of those for a while on a craft along, have we? Have we?
No, I think the last one was Debbie Robinson, and that was a couple of months ago. So I thought that would be a good one then, because then we could use the 12 by 12, we could use the linen card, I could talk you through layout, symmetry, focal of the eye, because we could still incorporate the 3D embossing folder design, we can go in with the umbrella, the cloud, so there's a lot of scope when it comes to scrapbook page. So I think that's going to be a really good cause, that one.
All right, well, let us know what you think. Mm-hmm. If you like that idea, we'll do it. And what do you think? I'll join in? I'll join in.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun. I love when you cheer on, says Lisa. Well, we love it when you watch, Lisa. Thank you. And one quick question before we get on to these embossing folders. Craig, Carrie Spearman wants to know, my Tri-Blend Ice Grey Light ran out. Do you recommend getting just the classic to replace it? Do you reckon? Yes.
So if you use it a lot like I do, then yes, get a classic. I use the classic all the time, and of course the classic is refillable. Tri-blends aren't refillable.
No.
But you can eke them out that little bit longer. You can, if you've got like a tiny little tub or a container, something, you know, just something really small. If you take your refill ink for your ice grey too, if you've got that, get the get the pipette. been a long day.
Get the pipette.
The pipette.
Pop the pipette in.
And put some of the refill ink just in the wee container, and then take the lid off your tri-blend pen and then just sit it. You will have to kind of like just balance it against something, and just let the actual nib of the tri-blend suck up some of that refill ink. So they're not refillable, but you can just get them eked out that little bit longer. Alternatively, yeah, do what I do, and I was just invested in a classic pen. Them ones you can refill properly.
Loads of suggestions coming in now. So I think we're going to go with scrapbook page. Zoe says, though, what about an exploding box, outside rainy and grey, and then it opens to full of colour?
Who said that?
That's from Zoe Carver.
So we've got 2 hours, Zoe.
Oh.
I love it, but we've got 2 hours.
Carol D says, colour your world, make a good junk journal.
Again, it's a bit of a time-consuming one.
Samantha says, Craig could do a draw box with an easel card on top. I already did one of those, and that won me Demo of the Month for August last year.
There we go. There you are. You can do that then.
I like this.
You can do that. Tell you what, you do the craft along, and I'll be the present. Here, there's an idea.
What, me do the craft along?
You do the craft along, yeah, on this side.
Come up with that, but it'll probably be over in 5 minutes.
Switch jobs.
Could do.
Nah, Jenny won't go for that.
No.
You could bring your MIDI in.
I know, I would. I'm going to make something with that, actually, maybe tomorrow, and to give it away on my Facebook page, by the way. I'd be up for... If I was prepped and I knew... if I was prepped within an inch of my life and I got help from you guys, I would have a go, but it would be disastrous. Maybe for a Christmas special.
Maybe.
Colour my world scrapbook page, says Joanne. Yes. Gilmore says squiddle in colour your waddled. I don't know what that means. The tongue twisters today. I almost spat my toast out, says Gilmore. And Gilmore also says, Ben, you don't work weekends. Do you work at all?
He's the hardest male presenter we have here on Crafters TV.
Hardest working, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, you said I was the hardest male.
No, I said you were the hardest working male presenter here on Crafters TV.
I am.
Because technically I'm a demonstrator, so.
I'm the mainstay. I'm always here. I'm always here. These guys are flitting in and out. Some day I am here. I'm here 5 days out of 7. Where am I tomorrow?
Yeah, you'll rock up. You'll do wake up call. You won't do the middle show, but then you'll be back at night, or you'll do the first 2 and not the 3rd one. I'm the one that's always here.
You're not always here. You're never here. You rocked up last Monday. We've not seen you since. I'm always here.
Hobby maker.
Come
QVC.
rain, come shine, come hail, come thunder, come snow. I'm always here.
Prepping demos.
We take it in turns, don't we?
We do.
To do our bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the floral frame cut and embossing folder collection, 8 folders in total. Let's show you all of these. You've got 4x6 and 5x5 frames within these, and they are brilliant. You talk about great starting points for your shakers, great starting points for great beautiful apertures, box lids, you name it, you can do it with these. One pass wonders as well, and you've got a lovely array of different florals within this collection. And whilst you'll see on all of these embossing folders here, that one is your Dancing Daffodils. These are all done onto white cardstock, and then just adding different colours pertaining to the different type of flower that they are, but they're also going to look really, really nice on your darker cardstock as well, maybe with a bit of your gilding wax over the top of these to create some really, really different effects. But that's your fragrant magnolias. This one here is the striking gerbras. You've got this one, which is the vibrant rose. As you can see, a selection of your 4x6s and your 5x5s. Forget-me-nots. That one is the beautiful blossom, and then again in your 4x6 you've got your peony blooms. So this is a collection really that comes in at $103.92 or $119.60. You're saving $26.92 today, $30.60 if you're in the US. Then take off your Club Inspired discount. $61.60 is your platinum price, $71.20 if you're shopping in the US. Few more comments, then we'll have a quick look at these with Craig. Jessica says, I'd love to see a scrapbook page. There's another tick for that. Scrapbook pages would be great, says Kim. I primarily scrapbook. Fred171 says, methinks Ben doth protest too much. And Tess says, Ben, didn't you just get back from two holidays? No, but Tess, here's the thing. The first holiday was a holiday, and that was my first holiday since Christmas. And the second holiday wasn't, I mean, it was a holiday, but I wasn't going to go away, and I had to go away because my dad had won that holiday, and he wanted me to go. Shut up, Charlotte. And he wanted me to go with him, so it was like an unplanned holiday, which I would have felt really bad about if I hadn't gone, because he asked for me specifically to go on the holiday. Anyway, Charlotte, stop chatting in my ear. Let's get over to Craig, the hardest working man here at Crafters TV.
Thank you. Right, let's go in with the peony blooms for this one here. And I'm going to go in with honey pot and pink tulip, water reactive. And what I'm going to do as well is we're going to do a bit of a letterpress technique within this one here. So I'm going to do it on the side that I've got the die. So you've got this side here is all of the raised detail that is sitting upwards. So this is the debossed detail. Now I can go in and just dab my ink pad all over. I just want to be a little bit careful. So what I'm going to do is go in with my blending tool, and I'm just going to dab that all the way around. Now I'm not bothered about going over that protective backing within the middle there because, well, one, it's water reactive and it'll just wipe off. And even if it was permanent, it wouldn't affect any future cutting. So I'm just going to go in, and then I'm just going to pounce over the top. And in actual fact, I'm going to stop there because I've got a funny feeling, Ben, that I have pounced too hard.
Oh.
And I'm pouncing the ink into the floral. So pounce gently. And then when you are pouncing.
So funny. As the sentence I never thought I'd hear you say.
Pounce
too hard.
Pounce too hard. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back and forwards. So I'm wiping over the top. So then that way the ink's going to sit on that surface. I'm not kind of pressing the ink into the debossed area. So I'm doing that with the pink tulip. So we're just going to go in. And then this is what I meant by that you can go direct with the ink pad if you wanted to. So let's just work our way all the way around. Now I know with the pink tulip it's very, very light. So you don't always know that you're seeing anything. And then I'm just going to use the same one. I'll just take some of that excess off. And then I'm going to go in with the honey pot. So this one I am going to kind of pounce, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it quite gently because I don't want to push any of that ink. However, I do want a bit of a mottled effect, subtle mottled effect. So I'm just going to go in once again. Let's just take some of that excess off. And I'm just a little bit concerned it's a little bit too light, that pink tulip. So let's also try instead pale fig. So it's a bit more of a lilac at this time.
Lindsay's very impressed with how fast you're pouncing.
I'm a fast pouncer
when
it comes to the blending tools.
That's what I've heard. Thank you, Shadiah. Yes, my lord, Ben, you say you do work hard Monday through Friday, and thank you so much. Well, thank you, Shadiah, for recognising that the hardest working man, presenter, man in craft, the world of craft. Ben's not called Holiday Ben for nothing, says Gilmore.
Holiday Ben.
And Tess says, oh, of course, Ben, very important. Dads are very special. Yes, it was a special thing that I wouldn't have taken it otherwise. And if I hadn't gone, I would now not be a world bowls champion.
But have you not got a fair number of the older generation that are quite annoyed at you?
Oh yes, I mean I have octogenarians, regularly, trying to catch me up in the street, shaking the fists at me, going, "Oh, you ruined our bowls tournament."
You've got a what?
Charlotte just said they don't know that you've got an old man recliner though. I've got one of those. It's not a lazy boy, but it's that type of chair.
Okay.
And it's my chair.
Your chair.
Yeah. Nobody. It's not like the best one in the world. It hasn't got because you get the ones with cup holders and stuff, don't you? And ones where you can press the button and it sort of. But it's just one where you flick the little catch at the side and it's just a really comfy chair. And Laura's not that keen on it because it doesn't really fit with the colour scheme. But it's just comfy. Yeah, it is an old man chair, but I like it.
funny you saying that because lately I've been looking about for sofa beds for the spare room.
Looking for what?
Sofa bed for the spare room.
Yeah.
And not every couch, but so many couches nowadays have all got their own inbuilt either speaker or USB plug at the side of the couch.
Couches?
So you plug your couch into a main socket, and then there's little like USB sockets in the couch, so you can do your phone, little speakers. I'm telling you, it's incredible. Even now, yeah, some of them have got a lot of them armrests. It's like little fridges in there or anything like docking stations. It's incredible. That because my corner settee is what I thought is relatively new, which it technically is, but I got a statement in the other day to say that that's my 5-year payment plan away to end with my corner sofa. So now I see that and I just think,
So you're going to get one with USB?
I'm so tempted to
I've never heard of anything like that.
Honestly, again, gadget freak.
We haven't been sofa shopping though, ever since me and Laura have got the same couch that we had when we first moved in together, like 20 odd years ago.
Really?
It was her granddad's. He's sadly no longer with us, but he had this. It's not the best colour in the world, but it's a really comfy leather sofa, and we've just had it the whole time. And so yeah, we've never been sofa shopping. Do you fancy
a corner fabric sofa? I might be selling one.
Well, when you say corner, oh yes, your big sofa.
My big sofa.
You gonna do how much? 50 quid.
I don't know. That's Johnny's just went, what are you selling that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Johnny. I just got a statement through saying that the 5-year payment plan's away to end there.
Is that whole thing one sofa?
Yeah. Well, it does break up. But yeah.
Are you selling a lot though?
Well, of course I would. If I was to seriously think about getting a gadget sofa, yeah.
How much did you pay for it?
Oh, I did. Oh. It's nice and it's comfy and it's cosy. Yeah.
Spent over a grand. How old is it?
I'll be 5 years old.
5 years. So depreciation, taking into the fact that you've, I'm trying to think.
And you know, Matt,
grand. It's probably going to work out about 50 quid, isn't it?
And I just have to say what Charlotte did say there, and you know that I do.
Yeah, you do
have a clean and tidy house.
And it's covered as well, your sofa, isn't it? Didn't you? Aren't there loads of throws and stuff over it, or do they dream that?
So I tend to wrap myself in a QVC cosy hotel. You're not getting the throws and that in it if I do sell.
No.
No.
We might have to talk turkey, you and I, because I've always fancied getting a corner sofa. And if you're selling it at a knockdown, price for a mate.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. We could do that.
60, Charlotte's just offered you 60. I'll give you 75.
Oh my gosh, it's not like bargain hunter here, Charlotte.
100!
Oh no, I want a wee bit more than that.
A wee bit more, yeah, I can imagine that.
Can I just say, I'm sorry, I have no idea where I'm going with this one. It's not turned out the way I was thinking it would turn out.
Too busy trying to sell your sofa.
So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. It's exactly what I'm trying to do. Right, let's zoom back in a bit here, Ben. Let's take another piece of cardstock here, because it's not quite going the way that I thought it was going to go.
What were you doing?
Trying to create that watermark effect backdrop. So if I bring in this one here.
Okay. Right, yeah.
So I think I should have spritzed it. See, it's too much chatting and trying to sell my
I will hold my hands up and say that's my fault.
I done that with my bed the other day, Charlotte. I put it on Facebook Market, Betty, and within like 2 minutes...
They sold it?
This guy had messaged me saying, can I have it? It's like, yeah.
What's it called? Market Bay?
Marketplace.
Oh, Marketplace.
Facebook.
Oh.
Yep.
You two have had a very busy day, says Polly Bragg, haven't we? It's been a busy old day.
The four of us have had a busy day.
We're all five of us, because Jake's still here.
And Jake, yeah.
Just as we just watched Crazy Days, hopefully you've enjoyed the day today. We've provided you with some fun and entertainment and inspiration, and some great deals as well.
Hopefully, yeah, we've had some cracking deals, haven't we?
That's what we try and do every day, isn't it? Whilst we're here. And I think we've ticked most of those boxes today.
We do try. Especially when we're throwing that curveball with the sellout so quick.
Second show was a bit of an improv show today, really, wasn't it, that launch?
Yeah, that definitely was, wasn't it? Teamwork, though.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Does indeed. Does indeed.
Even says, we purchased a leather sofa over 20 years ago and gave it to one of the kids. It's still going strong. That's like our sofa, honestly. It's like, I don't know what colour it is. Sort of, what colour would you call our sofa? Yeah, sort of like a burgundy. It's not the nicest colour in the world, but it is like super cosy. And we have throws and loads of cushions on it, so, you know, it's comfy. That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to get it reupholstered. I'm going to buy Craig's sofa. I've already told you.
You'd probably be just as cheap buying a new one than get it reupholstered.
Yeah. That's a lot of money, isn't it?
That's better.
Gorgeous. That's what you wanted.
That is. I love that crisp.
So what did you do this time different?
White work. So what I've done this time is I just went direct onto my folder, but this time I used, I went back to the fuchsia for this one.
Hey.
There was no actual gag intended there, I just went back to
up.
Using the fuchsia, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I actually just coated. So this one, although this is water-based, the chances are that's going to wipe off. However, if it didn't, don't worry about it. It's not going to affect any of your future embossing. So what I'm going to do is let's go in and, where's my card? Let's bring in my card. So I've just got a piece of white multi-purpose cardstock, and then where's my scoring tool? Because what I'm going to do is just create a really quick card blank. I'm going to do it 5 by 7, so I'm going to score at 5. I've got an inky finger mark, but hey ho. So I'm going to cut at 5 and cut at 7. So I've got my card blank. Let me just take some of that ink off before it transfers through. And then I'm going to go in with a bit of black. I should have had, I don't think we've got our Violet Studio paper trimmer here, do we?
Not seen that for a while, no.
So let's go in. So I really want a fine black border for this one. So it's just under the 4-inch mark. So I'm going to cut at 4. And then with this one here, that is 5 3/4. So let's just cut just under the 6-inch.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's have a look and see. So I still need to take a fair bit off there and there. So as I say, I want to give myself that fine black matten layer.
Nice.
Perfect. But I don't want to see the black. So where is my craft knife? Let's hope this is sharp enough. And then all that I'm going to do is let's go in. So I really only need maybe about 1/4 of an inch or so just to create that frame. So I'm going to use the grids on my ruler. So I'm just going with that second grid in, and then we're just going to work our way round. And we're not going to get this finished because I can hear Charlotte saying we've only got 8 minutes left. So at least this will show you the framework.
Yeah.
And how you can create a black matten layer, but by taking out the center so you don't see it. So I should have done it that way here. If I need to then come along and just join that up with scissors, I will do. At least this bit doesn't need to be overly neat because you're not going to see this. But at least then you can still use the center bit for another layer. So let's take that away. Alternatively, if you've got your matten layer dies or any of your nesting dies, you can just take that one out. So let's go in with our frame. So now we've got our perfect black matten layer, but then we can see all the way through. So that just means we can come in with our glue. And then if I then just go around the edge here, go around the bottom, and then if I pop that one on, and the reason I've cut my card blank to 5 by 7 is, you've guessed it, you know how I like to have a big white frame. So there's that one and that one. And then if I come in with this one, what I'm just going to do, if I've got any foam pads, which we should do, he says, any larger ones? No large ones. So let's use our foam on a roll and then take That's we're going to add some lift to it. So I'm just going to work my way around. If you want to turn this into a shaker, then of course just simply go in with your acetate to the back, sandwich it with your red liner tape, and then you can go in with the shaker elements. I will take this home with me and finish it off at some point. We'll put something in the middle because we're not going to get a chance within this show. But just balance that out with some extra foam along the bottom. Let's take that off. And this is a prime example as to why I prefer to cut my foam on a roll and not tear it, because sometimes if you tear it, it's harder to get the backing off. Although in actual fact, this isn't too bad because this is our relatively new foam on a roll. It's got that easy lift back. So I'm just going to go into here. So with that white framework, even if it's just a little photo in there, Ben, or just a little sentiment, a wee sentiment, something, die cut stamp, whatever you want, within the middle there. But I know that sometimes, not sometimes, but it might seem simple, but a question that get asked quite a lot is, how do you create a frame, a black frame, or any coloured frame, through an aperture without seeing that colour in the centre, but only on that surrounding? And that's how you create your own aperture, by gutting it out with your paper trimmer, maybe your craft knife, your nesting dies, mat and layer dies, anything like that. You just want to take that centre out. Then at that point, you can then go in either shaker, sentiment, photo, anything like that. But that's how you can do that one.
Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. Zoe just said, I use the mat and layer dies to take middles out of cardstock, and then you can use again on another project, of course. And Susie said, Craig said, foam on a roll 4 times, and you let it go from on a roll. Do 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 do. From on a roll. Do 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 do. From on a roll. Do 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 do. On a roll. All of the cut and emboss folders are here for you. I'll quickly whiz through these that you're going to get. There are 8 in total, and you're saving £26.92 or $30.60. Platinum price comes down to $61.60 or $71.20. And as you can see, you've got a whole host of different florals in here, 2 different sizes in your 5x5 and 4x6. That one is the beautiful peony blooms. Great deal for all of these, and a great way for you to try out cut and emboss folders. Oh, if you've never done so before, forget-me-nots, I won't. That one is the beautiful vibrant rose. And then lastly, your striking gerbils. Hi-ya! What a day! What a day! Thank you so much for all of the lovely comments coming through today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Tomorrow, I'm not here. Don't start.
I'd say nothing.
Craig is going to be here with Jan tomorrow. What have you got lined up? So I guess you're this side then, Jan's over there, yeah?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
So we've got Craft Vault tomorrow, and of course we've got our launch party. So we've got Wake Up Call, where we're going to be having a look at some Craft Vault deals. We've got Craft Vault itself, and then we've got launch party, where we're going to be having a look at some of our recent launches on Crafters TV. So as always, it's been a running theme as of late that me and Jan are together for a good wee while, then we don't see each other for a good wee while, and then we've been back together last week and this week. So I'm really looking forward to all day tomorrow.
I'm back on Wednesday. I've got Lily, and also Wednesday, you and I together for the launch of the next block of the template library. That's Wednesday.
Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome.
Some cracking demos coming your way.
Cannot wait for that. Massive thank you to team today. Thank you to Victoria, who was with us earlier on, wasn't it? Susie. Was Rachel in on the mid-show? I think Rachel it was as well. Thank you to Jake. Thank you to Craig. Thank you to Johnny. Thank you to Charlotte. Thank you to you. If you've got... No, thank you to you. If you have got anything in your carts and in your baskets, make sure you get them checked out. Check out the spring sale. All the deals there, only until the end of the week, though. Of course, don't forget, National Craft Month comes to an end on Friday. So do check out the website. Craig and Jan will see you tomorrow. I will see you on Wednesday. Until then, bye for now.
Toodles!